Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion. So continuing with our main quest, we have Understanding Madness. We need to go port to Shiagor. You're calling last episode, we did both the quests for the Duke and the Duchess.
Well, look who's here. You! Well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful! You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death. You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No, things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you.
Yeah, how can I be a Daedric Prince?
A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so, but you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it. Because you seem a nice enough sort, and you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely.
Okay.
Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later. Now, you've seen the grey torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Cylorn and bring back the Flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Cylorn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Cylorn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated.
Oh boy.
That's where you're going to get the Flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch. How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you? It's what's used to light the great torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Cylorn, guarded by my saints and seducers. The great torch shines brightly above New Sheoth, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't. It's gone out. Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, Homicidal, some of them at least. We need to get that torch relit before the place falls apart. Aren't you the curious one? You know what they say about curiosity, though, don't you? It killed the intrepid adventurer who really should just be doing exactly what I say at all times! You're going to stop the Grey March by becoming me. Or a version of me. You'll be powerful. Powerful enough to stop Jigalag. They're getting more active every day. Not a good sign. You know what would be a good sign? Free sweet rolls! Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't like that? Shut them down where you can, and make sure to kill the priest you see around them. If you don't, they can reactivate the obelisk. He's on his way, so I'm on my way out. It's terribly inconvenient, don't you think? You're going to stop him, though, and the first thing to do is to make my people feel safe. Otherwise, they tend to go work for him. It's annoying, to tell the truth. A bit hurtful. But they do it every time. Join up with the enemy and become priests of order. They're the worst of all. My own subjects, working for the enemy. It's enough to make an old Daedric prince get all weepy. It doesn't help that they're the ones who make the obelisks work. A little chanting, a little ritual, and poof, Knights of Order. Bad news. Kill them when you see them, but don't touch the corpse until they're really dead, which they aren't until you deactivate the obelisk.
Oh, huh. I wonder if I can loot them afterwards then.
Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Oh, please don't. Okay, so we have our quest now. It's the Cold Flame of Agnon. I need to go to Sylarn, which I've already found, so I can just fast travel right onto it. I've arrived at the ruins of Sylarn. I will need to speak to the commanders of the Golden Saints and the Dark Seducers to find out how to light the flame of Agnon.
State your business. Sylarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. This key will allow you passage through any door in Sylarn. The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Sylarn, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukhedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once.
I think I'm gonna speak to, let's see.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn.
So we have to choose.
My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
My scouts reported no signs of the Maskin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Armaz, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Maskin will not withstand us.
I overheard two Also, notice this is the first time I've seen a Golden Saint that's male. If you know, they all seem to be female from what I've seen, but okay. I overheard two Golden Saint officers arguing about the best way to attack the Dark Seducers. The Lieutenant Muriel mentioned something about the Underdeep, a secret side passage leading to the Dark Seducer altar. I should find out more about this passage from Muriel.
Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Mazkin out of Cylon?
Oh, you bet your ass I am.
That's what we call ourselves. The most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath. The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure that our Mazel Kana will be glad to help you once the Mazkin are driven from the altar of despair. My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the altar of despair. The Armazel Kana wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Mazkin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Kana would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat. She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Mazkin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Mazkin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Kana see that.
Okay.
Go.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Cylon. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath. The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylon once and for all? Ah, Miral's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin have prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play. Are you... That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse and return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference.
Oh, I can like scout them out.
Go.
Really? One simple main passage in the Underdeep. Okay.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
What is... Walk with our Lord. A mortal wandering the halls of holy Cylon, and a male no less. Explain yourself. Then I am at your service. The Grakedric Ulfri commands here. You will wish to speak to her at once, no doubt. Walk with our Lord.
I'm just, you know, just scouting out the perimeter. You feel me? Main passage leading to the Altar of Despair, strongly defended by the Dark Seducers. I should scout the Underdeep to see if it might provide an easier attack route. I can also grab a loot while I'm here.
The Aureals will soon pay for their... Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be. Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Aureals is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands. For Sheogorath's glory.
Oh, and more loot. I love free loot. Okay, let's go back to the Altar of Despair. I believe we are in the Underdeep, which has, like, no one here. This is already a better idea. Oh no, here's the Underdeep. Always take free gold. Let's stealth just in case there's bad guys. A little bit of stealth never hurt anyone. I don't know what you opened, but... Okay. Dark Seducers are defending the main passages to the Altar of Despair and Strength. The Underdeep, by contrast, appears to only be lightly defended. Yeah.
The Altar of Rapture will be ours.
There you go, like this guy keeps saying. It's like, yeah, we just need to attack here. And let's just walk our way back. Or loot. And the key. Oh, and it takes us right here, huh?
How may I serve?
Greetings, emissary. Are you ready to help? Are all males so obstinate? Have I not already told you that I consider that route too risky? What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. For Sheogorath's glory!
Oh, and let's do a save.
For the Mad God! Atar Oriole!
Oh,
Atar Oriole!
so they killed her. Ooh, we could take her shield. And her mace. I don't really care about either, to be honest, but it's good to know. Everyone, come on, buddies. All right, dude. These people are fast.
My soul for Sheogorath.
For the Mad God! For the Mad
Kneel
God!
before the saints. Atar Oriole! Kneel before the saints. Atar Oriole! Kneel before the saints.
Jeez.
For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints.
I will take all these free arrows. Oh, I'm over encumbered. It's actually been a while since that's happened, so. Actually, what's like the best damaging arrow? Oh. Let's get rid of this.
For the Mad God!
Oh. And we got more arrows. Those are heavy. Hang on. I guess I'll just drop the bow of storms. Drop you guys. Drop the. I love how it makes me fight. Okay, do I have any armor I don't need? Greaves. Yeah. This gives me feather. Might as well take more feather. Now, these people already ran ahead. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to do some inventory selling here soon.
The altar of despair is ours, but the battle is not over yet. Defend the enemy is upon us.
Whoa. Wait, does she have health potions? Oh. Now, let's stealth. As just absolutely everything pops off and everyone starts fighting.
Kneel before the saints.
I don't know why they're fleeing so much. Maybe it's a spell being used against them. Oh no, Golden Saint down. Oh, and they have different arrow. I'll take another key. Oh. The Dark Seducer commander is dead. I should finish off the remaining Dark Seducers in Sylarn to complete the Golden Saint's victory. Let's see now, does she have... Really? No unique weapons, huh? Oh, that's okay. And we also have... Fortify Luck? Don't mind if I do. Just like looting people's ashes as Dark Seducers and Silene have been utterly destroyed. I should speak to Canna about lighting the flame of Agnon now that her forces control both altars, and I should continue looting these remains. I almost feel kind of bad.
Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the altar of rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the altar of despair. Not at all. It was an honor to carry out such an agreeable duty at the personal command of Lord Sheogorath's personal emissary. Now, it is my even greater honor to die in my lord's service. Farewell.
Wait, come again? Oh, she has to do it. She has to, like, blow herself up? Oh! Candace sacrificed herself on the altar of despair in order to light the flame of Agnon. I can now retrieve the flame from the courtyard and bring it back to New Sheoth. Also, you know, I like the feather effect, but like the life effect is gonna drive me insane, so okay. Any other ring? No? Alright, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. And we need to leave. After we just absolutely decimated everyone. Well, sorry, we need to go get the flame. Ow. That was very mean of you. Huh. Vardenfall Trader's Cuirass. Is that a unique item? It might be, so I'm gonna grab it. I need to go to the Museum of Oddities. Anyway, well, once this is done. Let's grab the flame. Flame of Agnon added. I stepped into the flame of Agnon, and am now ablaze with holy fire. I should return to New Sheoth and light the great torch in the Solecum Ardun Sol. And yes, I am literally ablaze. Pretty cool. So we're gonna fast travel to this. We're gonna light the flame.
Did you see my last performance? Did you like it?
And I'm still on fire.
You've brought it! The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture! If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
I mean... yes. I have to choose. I mean, I kind of already helped out Mania. Might as well go all the way.
I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes, my child. Go now, and let the holy flame inspire the people of Bliss to new heights of madness.
Oh, can I get out of the flame? I should report to Sheogorath that I have lit the Great Torch as requested. Oh.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter. It didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears.
That's depressing.
But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the Courts of Madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Arctis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit.
Okay, so I have to...
Come visit again, or I'll look out your eyes!
She has a way with
Right.
blade.
So, I have to go... essentially replace a duke. Or duchess. Which I will do next episode. But, we're not done. I want to go to the Museum of Oddities. If I have anything offload? Is that in... Huh. Okay, that must be in, Crucible, then. Sounds about right. Alright. Let's go on there. Oh, let's make it... Yeah, let's make it daytime. You know, we are coming up in the world. There's also a way to complete a side quest by becoming a Duke or Duchess. And I'll show you which one next episode. Alright. Actually, oh, there we go. Ow, it doesn't show me right where it is. That's a shame. Alright, let's find it. At the end of the street. See, I don't think Duskfang, Dongfang is a unique item you can give to him. I'm like 90% sure it isn't. So, did I get lost again? Oh, I did.
Ha!
I hate when I get lost. Ow. Literally right next door. Okay.
Welcome to the museum. Have you found a new...
Really?
Bye.
Okay. So nothing I have is an oddity. Ow. But that's okay. Let's save it. So we're going to call it for this episode. In the next episode, I might do some quick inventory management. I could do that off screen, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do the inventory management off screen. I'm going to head back to my place and drop off some loot. And then swing back here. And then we'll continue. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Oblivion. And I will see you for the next episode.